Yes.
Indrajit Bose is not just an academic, he is a versatile genius. He writes poems, he takes us into the world of imagination, not just through the casements of poetry, but through his thespian endeavors as well. He writes plays these days, not just micro plays or playlets. He writes full length plays, though we are going to read out playlet today. Indrajit Bose has many plays, but this is a playlet from his collection, which is going to be perhaps sometime next year or next to next, I do not know. But we are going to read this play which talks much about the geriatric populace. And the geriatric populace who feel left out, who feel that they are past their prime, they do not have anything to do, they do not have any meaning of existence. I think Dr. Bose, Indrajit Bose, comes up with a solution that no, not all the green hue is lost. Something is there to ponder over, to look up to think, to respond to. So this is one such play. So we are going to read that play. I am reading the lines of Mira and Indrajit Bose himself. He's there in the play. That is quite interesting. And he is going to read out the role of the lines of Satish. So now let us enter into the playlet. Over to Indrajit.
Hello. So this is Indrajit Bose reading out with Professor Ketuki Doctor from Moments of Being, a playlet. A room with a balcony in a house in North Calcutta in a serpentine lane. It is an old house which has seen better days. The balcony is very small, but there are two chairs in it. A bougainvillea creeper grows against the balcony. It is in bloom now, and there are rows of violet flowers massed against the roof of the balcony. There is a glass door opening out on the balcony. The room is sparsely furnished, with a bed against the farther wall, an oval mirror on a stand, and a table and chair near the balcony door facing it. A clock ticks on the wall. A woman is sitting on the chair. She is around 65. Her hair, with strands of grey, escapes from a bun. She is fair and was probably very good looking once. She is dressed in a grey nightgown. She is reading a newspaper. Her eyebrows are furrowed. There is a telephone near her on the table. It suddenly starts ringing.
Hello. Hello. Yes, this is Mira Roy speaking. Who is this, please? Oh, Satish! What a pleasant surprise! And after all these years, too? Are you in Calcutta now? When did you come? Oh, 3 days ago. Where are you staying? Oh, at your sister's place. Vimala or Nita? Oh, that's how you have got my number. Yes, I'm a bit of a recluse now after Baba passed away. But forget about me. Tell me about you. How is Sunanda and the children? They must be grown up now. Oh, Harvard, Brown University, marvelous. They have lived up to the family name. G2 would have been proud. Yes, yes, right. You want to visit me? Me? Of all people? Really, Satish? What can I say? Oh, all right. Come over then. You know the house, and I'm always at home. I have nowhere to go, literally. Today, at 7. Oh, fine. Minati, Minati. A young girl in her 20s comes in. She's rather jaunty, dressed in a printed kurta. She has obviously been cooking. Yes, what is it, Didi? There is a gentleman coming to visit me at 7. Make tea when he comes, the Lokchu variety, mind you. Take out the China tea set and get some singaras from Kailash's shop. A visitor? Yes. It's only once in a blue moon that someone comes. Hurry now. Okay, okay. I'm going. No need to get annoyed. She goes out. Mira gets up, straightens her hair in front of the mirror, tidies herself. She goes out on the balcony and stands there. The noise of passing traffic can be heard. Soon there is the noise of a car drawing up near the house and the slamming of a car door. The car engine fades away. Mira comes back into the room and sits down in the chair. Satish comes into the room. He is also in his 60s. He is tall, broad-shouldered, neat, and well-dressed. He is carrying a small brown bag.
Here I am.
After all these years, how you have changed, Satish. But you look good. Good. Please do sit down here in this chair. And so, how do you find yourself?
Well, the same solicitous Mira.
Just asking.
Both of us are much older now.
And wiser, I hope.
I don't know about that.
Oh, yes, much wiser. Very different from the Mira Roy and Satish Ghosh of the History Department of Presidency College in 1973. Very, very different.
Older perhaps, but not much wiser.
Really, Satish, haven't we outlived our youthful enthusiasms? Do you still idolize Marx and Trotsky?
No, not like the coffee house days. Not anymore.
See, what did I say? You have probably other pet enthusiasms now. After all, I don't expect a professor of modern history at Philadelphia to drool over Marx.
I do teach the special paper on Marx in the fall semester. And my younger son is very keen on Marx.
Oh, is he now? Is he at all like you?
Well, no, not really like me. I was not so physically active. He's keen on outdoor sports, cycling, basketball, swimming. He's won several championships in his university.
We were always to be found either in the library or in the coffee house holding forth.
No, our children are not always like us. They may resemble us, but they are different. And we must let them alone. Let them begin life in their own way. Let them make their own mistakes, you know.
I don't know. Not having children of my own, you know.
Ah, sorry.
Why should you be sorry? After all these years, no, no, it doesn't matter now.
It did
Doesn't matter
matter at
now.
one time then.
Yes, at one time, but that was long, long ago. That was a different me.
How? A different you?
Uh, Satish, I have changed. Don't you think that is inevitable? With the passage of time,
I can hardly believe that. I've thought of you all these years as the same Mira. Youthful, idealistic, kind and generous.
the mirror of your young days was like that. The mirror of today is not. I'm an old and mature woman now. I've matured through suffering.
I can hardly believe you have changed so much.
Satish, you were always far too enthusiastic.
Is youth not a time for enthusiasm? After all, you're only young once.
Yes, I suppose so. I suppose so. Yes, I suppose so.
Let's talk about you. What are you doing these days?
About me, what is there to talk about?
You seem to have vanished right off the social map. Nobody knows anything about you.
What do you expect? I'm a recluse.
It was only because of Nita that I was able to get your number at all.
Yes, Nita, a good soul, one of my few friends. But Satish, you knew the house. You could have just come.
I couldn't be sure you hadn't moved. So many of our friends have moved.
Yes, perhaps. They're busy, worldly people, not like me. I have few wants or desires.
You actually like living in this old house?
I have my personal space. I can look out at the busy world from my balcony. I have the beauty of my bougainvilleas, the fresh breeze blowing. What more could I want?
Really, you amaze me. Happy with such a confined life?
Confined only physically, not in my memory and imagination. There I can roam free, travel countries and continents.
Rubbish. You just sit here and brood, away from the real world. You call this life?
I am not away from the real world at all. Here is the real world. I can't be oblivious to it. It is ever present, but I have my own little world as well. You can, you know.
Really? And what do you have in that little world? Except loneliness?
You are wrong, Satish. I have peace and inner understanding and the solace of books and my own thoughts. It's a lot, Satish.
Don't philosophize.
I am not. And besides, you are a professor. I can't preach at you.
You were also a brilliant student in your own day. You took a first class in history. Our professors at presidency were proud of you. I remember.
Yes. And the student did nothing in life to fulfill their youthful promise except to work at an insignificant post in the Indian Museum for 40 years till retirement.
You could have been a great professor or archaeologist.
Perhaps. I don't know. It matters little now.
No, Mira, don't say that. Your life is not so immaterial. You can even begin now. Go out into the great world. Begin living.
No,
Why, Mira? Why have you hidden yourself away like this? Why do you prefer to live in obscurity and silence? The world can still profit from your knowledge and intelligence.
who would like to listen to boring lectures from an old woman like me?
Hmm. There are many brilliant women professors abroad who are our age. Margaret Cavendish, Hilary Dunbar, Professor Jane Richardson, Professor Martha Jackson.
Perhaps, but they have lived a different life altogether. I'm too old to begin anything now.
Bullshit. You're only as old as you feel.
The cult of youth in America. No, Satish. You, I, Sunanda, we're all old now, except
Suranda is not going to grow old like us anymore.
you mean Sunanda? Is she?
Yes, she died last spring. Cancer.
I am sorry, Satish. She was a lovely girl.
Yes, she's gone. And my sons are busy with their academic lives and sports. I am all alone in the house in Philadelphia.
I can understand. You suddenly find yourself lonely now. I understand.
Believe me, after a lifetime of living with a person, it's rather unbearable.
Yes, it will be a bit hard at first, but you will so slowly get used to it. You will
Oh, it's
slowly.
hard.
Yes, yes, I know, I know, I know, I know.
I I want to have somebody with me. Somebody to understand me, in my twilight years.
Is that why you have come to me after all these years?
You've guessed it.
You want me to take Sunanda's place? Incredible. I never can, you know.
Why not? You know me so well.
Yes, I did know you so well, but that was long ago.
Have we forgotten so much?
What do you want me to remember? Our love or the way it ended?
Oh, if you put it like that.
No, Satish. No. I can't forget how you told me you were marrying Sunanda and going to the States on a scholarship. I came back home a changed woman.
Still bitter after all these years?
No, Satish, not bitter now. Yes, once I may have been, and was for many years after that. I kept hearing about you and Sunanda and your life in America, your professorship, your children, our mutual friend, in short, I never forgot.
It must have been hard for you.
Yes, it was. I hated it. And they kept rubbing it in. So I gradually broke off with them.
And then,
Grew old, passed away.
but you never married. Why, Mina, why?
I had love. I didn't want it anymore, or at least not that kind of love.
What do you want now?
Nothing. I want nothing. I expect nothing.
You have achieved complete renunciation, it seems. Are you a sannyasin or what?
No, but I am at peace with myself.
I am not. Assuredly not. I am old and lonely.
Don't be upset, Satish. The world is still very big. You will find a new place in it.
Will I?
Oh, yes, you will. Give yourself time.
Then you won't consider.
No, 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 Satish. I won't. Besides, I would never fit into your world now. I am different.
Yes, you've changed. Matured in a way I haven't.
It was a hard-won maturity, Satish.
So it's time to say goodbye, I suppose.
No, you must have tea first. I can be your old friend still.
Yes, a very old friend.
Minati comes with the tea and a plate full of singaras. Thank you, Minati. Come, Satish. Let's go out to the balcony and have tea and talk. We have a lot of catching up to do.
Come.
They go out on the balcony and sit down in the chairs. There, they sit talking. The curtain falls. Thank you.
Thank you.